Well, welcome everybody. I'm gonna play some Diablo 3. I was playing the Diablo 2 beta, resurrected beta, and felt the need to play some Diablo 3. So I'm gonna be chatting with some friends, playing some Diablo 3, and see how it goes. So I might go to the panel to view, but we'll see. Yes.
So, might as well go over the Prime controversy since this just happened. So, Dylan Burns covers has claimed. I don't want to say has found, but they have been claimed by Samantha Banana, Dylan Burns, and other affiliates that Prime Case, who runs the Prime Royale and stuff like that, has sexually harassed. Like I believe it's 13 different women to be exact.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Say
and
goodbye to his political career.
Yeah, so if this does come out to be true, one of the largest political streamers, as far as they go, will be
All right.
gone. He will be gone. There is no redemption. To be honest, this alone being covered on Dylan Burns, of course, who is we all know is like probably one of the biggest political people there are in the atmosphere. At least going over it will severely hurt him. Like I personally already left the server because I don't want to be affiliated with that in any way because I think that just has negative things connected to it. But if this comes out to be completely true, and from the people who have said this, I could probably say without a doubt that it's probably true that this probably did happen, because the people who claim this are pretty reliable, and are pretty honest. So I think this will probably be the end of Prime as we know it, and you know what, he did it, so this is on him.
Yeah, I definitely think we're gonna see a big exodus from all of his stuff. I know there's already been many people who have said they're not going to do anything with him, especially the women. He already was, poorly representing women on his panels as it was, and then now add this to it. Now we kind of know why. But yeah, so I don't plan on doing anything more with him. So
yeah, I think Samantha has openly pulled out, and then with Samantha, we all know that's a big deal because with Samantha leaving, she's one of the largest contributors into the political spectrum in Twitch. So with her openly pulling out and leaving that and speaking out against Prime, it will definitely be I don't see him coming back from this.
I don't either.
I think this will not click your vote.
thank you, J Freak. Awesome, thank you for the follow.
Because
thank you very much.
It's like you were trying to talk and then you just nothing.
No, I'm talking to my stream.
Oh, I got you.
I do push to talk, so that way I don't make stupid errors on streams and panels and things.
Yeah, I think it's really crazy to see two of the biggest political people be gone. What it sounded like. Chloe wrote this gone. Like it's gone. Like Discord has officially.
I think they're trying to make another one.
No, they can't. It's anything that Brittany will do from here on out will be immediately terminated. Like they can.
There's other platforms they could use if they wanted to, but yeah, Discord's
like Twitch. But if they keep doing the same thing they did through Discord, they'll do the same thing. They already have
Brittany, man.
They already have 2 strikes on Twitch, so like it's not like it's gonna be far from over.
Yeah, well, I mean, he can always move to a different platform like Rumble.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. It's ridiculous.
Like, keep losing members. Like they've
Destiny's involved too.
Servers,
Destiny.
You move through 4 Discord servers.
When did Destiny get pulled? Hold on. J Freak just said that Destiny was involved too, but I didn't know there was anything involved with Destiny.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Well, so I know Destiny had major issues.
Oh, he joined. He's watching it now too.
Smoking on that Destiny pack. Let's go.
I don't know how much of.
Oh, he's just giving his takes.
How big Destiny was influenced to.
No, he was just giving. Destiny was just talking about it. He wasn't actually involved. So, but he's just getting involved because that's what Destiny does. He gets involved with everything.
Honestly, that is Destiny.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, so we've seen the end of political vote. We're gonna see the end of Prime. Good riddance, honestly. Political vote just platform neo-Nazis, fascists, and stuff like that. I have no interest. There should be no interest for people like that. If they want to consistently platform people who are advocating horrible things, good riddance. And with Prime, if this is 100% true,
at least they're free speech.
Good riddance to him as well, because that's an awful thing to sexually harass women,
Mhm.
and he should not be allowed to have a platform if this is what he is doing.
Oh wow, he said. I kind of want to listen to this now because J Freak just said that basically he's saying that he sees through the BS and thinks that it's just a hit job on Prime.
Oh my gosh.
What's up, Vapornoid? How you doing? Sorry, I didn't mean to push the button there.
So yeah, there's definitely some.
I'm starting my
controversy
own
here
show,
in the
Vapornoid.
political spectrum.
Just chilling.
No
I don't
doubt.
care about
I mean,
views. I just
I don't
want to
think
talk,
things have been
figure out what people
this,
think.
or this kind of toxic in a while.
Yeah, it's just, a rise and fall, when you gain so much of this momentum, all this popularity, and you're doing stuff like, say, like all this stuff he's allegedly done with these girls, these women, say this allegedly, it's true, it's proven true, it comes out truth, and like charges are brought up and everything, his previous legacy will be immediately forgotten, and then the legacy of now will live on in everyone's memories, like he'll have nothing after this.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna really, really hurt them. I think, to my knowledge, almost everyone all the major affiliates have pulled away from Prime. I think people like
Oh, I know,
Samantha,
Vapornoid. I know you
Ross,
weren't talking about my
Sandoval
show. I don't even have a show. This is just
distanced
for
themselves
fucking
from
shits and
them.
giggles.
And as far as politically
This
provoked
isn't like
goes,
serious.
I think Destiny
This is
and
just
the rest
fun.
of them have also cut affiliations with them. So
Good.
it is a good thing.
I liked politically provoked though. I really did.
I like politically provoked too. Actually, I was on their new Discord server and it got vaporized overnight. I was
I don't
gonna do an
know.
interview, but I guess that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I just as many platforms as we can have for people, I think is better. Obviously, I know we don't want a bunch of freaking like crazy people on any side, whether it's crazy right, crazy left. I mean, all crazies are crazy, right? So
Yeah.
but it's nice to have another like just platform, because I thought their debates, I mean, not all of them were great, but a good majority of them were actually pretty interesting. I listened to quite a bit of their library when we were driving back and forth from up north, about 8 hours there and 8 hours back, and I listened to like a lot of their back catalog, and I listened at like 1.5 times speed, so I was able to chunk through quite a bit of it, and it was actually pretty decent. Plus, a lot of the people that I know do them, like Dylan, Sansol, Sprout's been on there, a few other people that I know, obviously the big names like Destiny, Big Papa Fascist, like all those. But I just want more like casual conversation. Like, I don't want debate stuff. I just want to like just have like
That's what I do.
a nice back and forth. Like not like
we need more blood sports. We need to get really violent with these
blood
things.
sports. Sports are fun.
But also I can't move Sosa. I can't move him whatsoever. I don't know why. Oh well, we lost Sosa. No real loss.
He wanted me to add the Grover role on my Discord, and I said
Yeah,
no.
you don't know. We won't even add that one here.
Good.
Yeah.
So, you guys want to talk about more about Afghanistan?
Yes.
All right.
So, it's crazy. My biggest thing that I think is the craziest is that they actually thought that the Afghani troops would be able to like actually do anything. Like, they actually had the will to do it. Like, I can't imagine being that naive and thinking after what actually happened, like maybe they did think that, but like it's just hard for me to believe that quickly they just like turned and just gave up.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with you. They were kind of tired of fighting anyways. This Vice News reporting crew, they were stranded for a little while once all the flights in and out of the airports were temporarily closed before the truce. And they were fighting. They were set up for their last defense, but then the higher up said, "Hey, we scored a truce. Leave your guns, leave your Humvees, leave everything running, and here, Taliban will take it and we'll fly out."
Jeez.
Yeah,
those were the CIA trained troops too. Like those
Yeah.
were the elites.
Yeah, so I was just like looking here. there are like areas where it was like there was like 20 like Afghan soldiers and maybe like 20 or 30 in like these areas, and then like over comes the hill or like 300 Taliban. I can kind of see where that like, okay, well, we're done.
Yeah, they were severely outgunned.
Yeah, well, outgunned, outnumbered, out everything.
Yeah, I just didn't expect it to fall within a week. I was gonna give them at least a month.
All I truly care about is that we get the soldiers out and we leave it. And we just, it's time, like, we've done it and it's time to forget it. It's like what has been done is awful and what has happened is terrible, but there's no going back now. We have to be done.
Yeah.
There's no
Well,
going
I don't
back.
think we will be done.
Well, that's the problem now.
Because-
We have to go back. So we have to send more troops back to get the people out, and then what we do from there, we'll see. But like, basically, they just did it in the wrong back-assward way. They should have just done, keep as many troops there to protect the evacuations, and then once all the civilians were evacuated, then evacuate the rest of the troops. Like that's the way it should have happened.
Yes.
But apparently, and again, I'm not an expert in this field, but apparently what I read was that they shut down like basically all the troop stuff, the air defense and everything, and then tried to pull everybody out. Like just completely backwards. So, but
Yeah, they did everything in reversed. It was very, like, even when like they were supposed to leave sooner. So like, imagine if we left at the date that Trump wanted the U.S. forces to pull out. Like, I think it would have been a lot worse.
where is he?
He's so dumb.
Where is he? I
so
see him
dumb.
on the thing, but I can't find him. Oh, there he is.
In the southern
There we
waiting
go.
room.
Now he joined her. There we go.
Oh
Now
my
he
god,
joined
I'm so
her.
sorry. You're in the wrong waiting room.
I didn't know. I didn't know the difference. I don't know the server that well.
It's all right.
Yeah,
So what are we talking about now?
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
We're back
So what
now.
I think is going to happen is that we're going to inevitably end up going back, or at least prepare to go back, because Afghanistan and China are now entering this alliance. China will recognize the Taliban as legitimate government, and the Taliban will enroll in the Belt Road Initiative with China.
So is it going to be changed to Talibanistan?
Taliban.
Talibanistan.
Load up the nukes. Load up the
It has a
nukes.
ring to it.
So big.
America needs to align with Turkey and just invade China.
So big. We need to do the whole Joe Lewis take, right? We need to go as American citizens and my American military. You could quote Joe Lewis on this, by the way. We need to arm China. We need to arm them with guns. That way they can go to Afghanistan and Iraq, take it over, and then once they take it over, we then betray China.
No.
Who is what?
Once China takes over, they're gonna turn it into fucking. It's gonna be the Vegas of the Middle East. They're gonna make it all shiny and shit, and it's gonna have like a bunch of fucking casinos.
And then it's going to be communist, and then
Yeah, communist casinos.
Communism is awesome.
Is that even a thing? Do they have casino type? They probably don't have gambling stuff, do they? There, or do they?
Well, actually, over in China,
China's
they do. They're authoritarian capitalists now, but they're socially communist. So in a way, they're still communists, but not economically.
they're losers. Human slaves.
I just
So
want
your
some
take is
fucking. I just want some casino Kabul or something like that. I think that'd be badass.
China's communist casino of the Middle East.
So, like, I just looked up like casinos in China because I was just kind of curious. So, like, they have like, yeah, they do, but there's like few and far between. And it seems like they're run by directly by.
I'm pretty sure they're
like the Chinese
state
government.
capitalist
Of course
economically.
Like, so, like, it's like pretty much
they're
if you
communists
gamble any
overall.
money, it like you don't really win anything. It just all goes straight back to the government. It's like I'm just gonna waste my money because I can.
That's the Chinese government for you.
Yeah.
I know,
Well,
seems
that's
based
big
to me.
government in general.
We must nuke China. Epic win.
No, they have nukes still. They'll
We
become
can still-
Fallout
we-
New
we can
Vegas real
still kick
quickly.
their asses, dude.
China has a bigger.
Well, we need to
military.
wake up because we're a sleeping country right now. So super. I mean, it's just.
I think people have been saying that since like forever.
Yeah, since the Cold War ended, the
Yeah.
neocons took
This
over.
sleeping country, this new generation's the end of time, guys. It's the end. This is where the hippies, dear God, it's over. The 90s, dear God, it's over. The 2000s, dear God, it's over. And then today.
No, it's
It's always
really over
over.
now. It's been
Of
taken
course.
over by the
It's like
society.
it's
It's been
like the
taken over by
people.
progressives.
You mean good? But
No, I
it's
mean
like
it's progressing into the ground. I mean, being progressive is actually like an oxymoron. Like you're progressing to disaster. That's what's happening.
did you say once that you wanted to
No, you
make
can't
sure
say
that we didn't
that.
give women rights?
I never had that. I believe in
Oh
like
boy.
I believe in
We're gonna
in
witness another scandal here live.
no. Alexa likes to make loosely based stuff that I've said. I believe in like traditional values. I believe in like housewives and stuff like that, and like men in the workforce. That's what I believe. I believe 50s
You're
type stuff.
saying women don't belong in
So
the
basically, you believe women should not be allowed in the workplace, which is a regulation of their rights. Hey,
Yeah.
you would fit really nice with the Taliban. They don't like they don't like women in schools. They don't like women in
Bro,
work.
to
You
be
know,
honest, they
you
were
you
saying
fit right
that
in with them.
people were saying my views were similar to the Taliban's.
Well,
Yes.
political talk before you started your stream. Sosa directly quoted saying, "Not everything the Taliban believes is bad."
Yeah, right.
Maybe
Past
like
isn't
killing
real.
people isn't good and like all that crap, but like some of their opinions are kind of based.
Oh no. So I don't even.
Please welcome the
Should
false
I
Sosa.
want to
This is why
know?
he'll never get on any panel ever again. Welcome everyone.
Well, Alexa, you literally make up loosely based stuff to make me
No,
look
you
bad.
directly said this. You said this before he started. The direct word you said were some of the things that the Taliban does is based.
Not like do. I mean, some of their opinions, like stuff like killing people, like the stuff that they do ain't good. I mean,
Yeah, let's
Pigs, by the way, these two will go.
I know,
hand to
I
hand
know, I
forever.
know. Yeah, let's change
here's what I
it
was gonna
on something
say.
else. Let's talk about the
Yeah,
actual.
let's-
Oh, thank you.
Can we
Thank
go
you
back? I was
for
trying to
following
explain
Vapornoid.
to
So let's
Critical
talk.
talk about something. I said yes. I don't believe that women should be in a workforce because it could be proven by women have gotten sadder as they've gotten more rights, and that's been proven.
Well, having more responsibilities and stresses obviously are going to make things harder for people in general.
Yes,
But
most women didn't want to vote. Most women didn't want to do any of that.
we should
Oh,
still
no.
let them
post
decide,
sources
and
on
we
any of
shouldn't
this?
put
Yeah.
restrictions on them. If they want to vote, they can vote. If they don't want to,
So,
they
can
don't.
you post any sources that prove any of this?
Yeah, I could get you some stuff.
Yeah, but even if say a majority of them don't vote, a lot of them still do, and we should let them vote. Those who want to vote should be free to vote, regardless of your gender, race, whatever. You should be allowed to vote, regardlessly. If you don't want to, that's your choice.
That's a pretty good tape by Vapornoid. Smart tactic, cutting your workforce in half. Hey, but then they'd have to pay everybody twice as much, right? That's how that works, isn't it?
Hey guys, guess what? There's more jobs in the economy now. We're growing.
It's like the morons that look at like a graph and go, look, the line's going up.
There are a lot of places that have compulsory voting. I think Australia does.
Look, guys,
my
the
gosh.
number.
There's some other countries that do as
That's
well.
good in the stock market, right?
Oh my gosh.
It shows an up arrow.
So, anyways, back to Afghanistan. So, what do you
Boom.
think is gonna happen as far as like what's gonna happen next? Obviously, we know that we fucked it up, completely botched it. So, what do we think is gonna happen? Do you think they're gonna try to make like an actual like stabilization, or do you think they're just gonna get their people out and get the fuck out of Dodge?
Probably get out of Dodge. My guess is because
Yeah.
like I think as a whole, because you can't. I don't see a viable option right now for them to be able to like reestablish anything at this moment, especially right now. It just doesn't seem like that would be any kind of possibility.
Yeah, honestly, what I see what happening in Afghanistan is that once we get the last few people like essentials out, and our presence goes from like 1% to 0. I see Afghanistan tightening its ties with Pakistan and China and forming their own little bloc. And we won't be able to do it. Well, like we don't have the American people don't have the will to go back. Biden obviously does not want to go back. So this issue, what will become of it, is going to get kicked down the road a few years at least.
Well, it also doesn't have the
Until it gets
support
brought
of
back up again.
it doesn't have the overall support of the American people. Like, remember, like 2001 to 2003, like 93% of America supported the war. But if
Well,
you look
yeah, they dropped our
at
towers.
today, it's less than 10%.
So what? I never understood. What is the actual like significance of like Afghanistan? Like, obviously, I know it's like has like oil and natural resources and stuff like that, but like,
Well,
I mean, it's between like people we don't fucking mess with anyway. So why do we like feel like we need to get in their stuff? Like, I never understood that. Like, I know
well,
originally it was because of
Tal-
Osama bin Laden, but like,
yeah. The reason why we kind of stayed there is because we wanted to make sure the Taliban never came back. We want to make sure we had a stable democracy there, a Western nation in the Middle East, shining light on the hill.
but
It
did
never
they actually?
happened.
But did they
20
actually ever think they would ever have that in any of those places?
The
Oh,
soldiers did, but the actual
they
people,
tried. 20
but the
years
people who
later, it
actually were
failed.
the people undermining it, no, they knew. So one of the biggest issues with Afghanistan that we've seen with a lot of the wars that we went into is even like the top tier people, the brigadier generals, the 4-star people, the people at the top, literally will openly admit that they were there just to get oil and other resources. Other than that, they didn't. They knew for a fact there was
Alexia,
no.
he's the one who posts that stuff about like women's happiness and stuff.
Yeah, just posting
Where
like
do
sources.
where?
No, that like everyone, like, Afghanistan has this reputation of being the graveyard of empires. A lot of the top brass was also like, hey, we can finally take over Afghanistan, set up a democracy, be like, hey, look, the America didn't die. We didn't collapse or anything. We succeeded in what we set out to do, where everyone else failed, where the Russians failed, and where the British failed. 20 years later, we ended up failing.
It seems like it's like right in the middle of like the place you don't want to be, like I just don't.
It is.
It's like doesn't make sense. Like at least with like some of the other like skirting countries, like Yemen and stuff, where it's like kind of far enough away from like that, but still like shitty. I don't know.
Yeah,
It just seems like it's like bad.
it's basically just a desert version of Vietnam.
Yeah.
There's hills everywhere.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty shitty place, and
Yeah, so the issue that comes with, like I said before, with Afghanistan and like Iraq too, like these places are so beyond like their range and stuff like that is like it's crazy. Like the overall just like how the land works is like something unseen. It's why nobody wins there. People see the whole thing is Russia didn't fail, we didn't fail, China didn't fail, the Palestinians didn't fail because they were super good soldiers. They failed because the overall land terrain is just insanity.
yeah, it seems like
It's
that's the
crazy
case.
over there.
Liza, I don't know.
We also
It's fucked up.
never had a majority support in Afghanistan. At least
You got to be able to
rural
read
areas where Taliban
how you're getting
always
off the
gained
other person.
prominence. They know the terrain. They know the mountainsides. They know the ravines. They know all the shortcuts. We came in with satellite images and thought, the perfect place to build a base. Ends up getting surrounded.
Yeah, so like it's like the whole thing. Part of the reason that the majority of people didn't want us there is because they knew that we were just going to come there and make things a little worse. Because these are probably the same people who saw Russia come along, and Russia told them, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this, that, and the other," and it never happened.
Communism.
These people saw army after army after army after fourth after fourth saying, "We're gonna liberate you and it'll make it better." They don't believe it. They know it's a lie.
Yeah.
They just know they just have to sit there and hope to God they don't become just happen to be
I wouldn't go that far, but I would say that to them, whenever a foreign nation comes in and says we're going to fix things, it's kind of like a cliche to them.
Yeah.
Because like at this point, it just takes an Afghan, I believe, to defeat an Afghan. If you ignore the last 5 days,
No, it's not Peabody.
because like if the Afghan military
Nope.
was actually like motivated, they would have passed the minimum 90 days that the U.S. predicted, but we didn't take the morale into
Talibanistan. That's where I think
account.
they should be
Us
now.
leaving so
Talibanistan.
quickly demoralized the majority of the Afghanistan army. And us leaving crushed them and kind of shot the whole Afghanistan on its own plan in the foot. You know.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know. The whole Afghanistan thing is just it was a shit show from the beginning and to the end.
Wouldn't go that far again because, we had to bring those who caused and planned 9/11 to justice. I think like once we succeeded in our mission, then we stayed longer and longer and longer. I have a feeling the civilians just kind of, especially like the farmers at the rural areas who are used to like being occupied, used to being on the back end of the liberators' foot.
Mhm.
They
The
just kind of
Liberator's
just
foot.
got restless and they joined the Taliban again.
Yeah.
I think we
So
just outlived our stay.
okay, so let me ask you this: What
20 years too
actions?
long.
What actions would you like to have taken to get justice for 9/11? Like, what would have been the actions that you would have taken that you think would have been a swift, faster way to do things? And you're like, okay, we're done here and leave. What would have been those actions?
Well, I'd say we would have just done. I would have done what we did do just after we succeeded and everything. We would not have stayed. We would have started withdrawing after the mission was succeeded, and we let the whatever the Afghan people wanted to do, let them do it because most of them didn't like the style of democracy that we brought over with us. They wanted to kind of do their own thing. We didn't let them, and we also put several former Taliban leaders back in power as well. So it's
Yep.
like nothing really changed in their
Yep.
eyes.
Well, let's not forget when I remember this was a really bad one. When Obama released, I believe, was it seven different one of the most dangerous terrorists like in the world, and released him for a person who abandoned his soldiers and ran off and was a deserter. And we traded seven of the most dangerous terrorists for that man.
Yep,
I will never
sounds
forget that. That is just, oh
sounds
my god.
great.
a whole load of political BS.
Yeah. Or the whole, like, I don't know. It's that one always, like, that one always just ate at me. It's like you trade it for this coward who ran off for a bunch of people who were deadly, like, dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Very
Um,
unfortunate.
Yeah. So, one question. I got all started there, but like one question: Do you think, say, if we would have took out Osama bin Laden, took out Jawan Hunain or whatever his last name was, and took out all those forces, do you think that would have been proper enough? Because those are the main people who
Mm-hmm.
plotted 9/11.
Yeah, you take the head off the snake, and
Okay,
the
so
rest will fall.
if we were to just directly do that, we wouldn't even have to go to war. We literally could have just sent a small little, like maybe 100-man force, and we would have done that in a week. We could have done that in a week top, and making and there would have never been a war.
Then the issue becomes, what are we going to do with all these fighters as well? And I think that's why we kind of tried to treat it as a conventional war, and we kind of just dragged ourselves into a longer version of Vietnam. You know, I'd say like after like the 4 or 5 year mark is when things started to go south.
I think the
The
year mark
U.S.
was where it just went south because it's like we completely like let so many people who had like major hands in the plot of 9/11 just stick around, and we just started attacking and fighting people who weren't even like the enemy that we were looking for.
Yeah, well, the issue is the Taliban at that point Afghanistan was made up of multiple terrorist organizations and terrorist individuals that were all allied with the Taliban. It's kind of like say like it's kind of, they had their own little version of NATO. Like say like Russia attacks one, like I don't know, France or something. all NATO countries, including the United States, would have to defend France. So we went in and we attacked the Taliban. All their other allies joined the Taliban to help defend their buddies, you know. And then we ended up fighting more people. We actually came to fights.
Yeah.
Like a miniature World War One scenario.
Yeah, it's just a bad. I think it's just the whole thing was just bad. Like you said, political talk. Just they should have just done their thing. Got Bin Laden. Got the hell out of there. It's. I mean, it's sure it would be nice to have a democracy in the Middle East, but it's not going to work. I mean, we've already seen how much problems that Israel has had. And this would be like kind of like a West or an East Israel, basically on the other side. Israel's the west part of the Middle East, but it just seems pretty crappy. Just the whole situation from the very start. It was basically a no-win situation.
So the issue is we try to replicate our own government in foreign countries like Afghanistan. And what we don't realize is that we're just recreating the very same problems that we face, and with the political and overall culture of the Middle East, they take these issues more seriously than we do, and then corrupt politicians, corrupt leaders, corrupt military generals end up taking over the very same democracies that we tried to form, because we don't realize that they're not going to react the same way to the same political issues that we face here at home. When someone stamps on the Quran, the Muslim holy book, that's your base. Like over there, you're basically asking to get killed. But over here, where we guarantee religious rights and freedom of speech, I don't know how that would go in the Supreme Court or anything, but the person wouldn't be killed. But the Middle East would not, generally, stereotypically speaking, they would not be happy with a person going to life in prison or anything. They want that person dead. But under a Western-style democracy, that would not happen.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, I got that. 1 second.
You there, Sosa?
Yo, what's up? Wait, am I there?
Yes, you're there.
All right, hello.
I was just seeing if you were still alive. I hadn't heard from you in a little while.
Yep.
You made it in, Peabody. How are you?
Doing well. Now the big it's the new Dylan Burns.
You mean the new Prime Kais, except it doesn't harass people?
With the Big Z hippie. No, I can't.
No,
I was trying to think of a parody of Hippy Dippy that came out really badly.
Hey, Big Z.
Yes.
Thanks for inviting me on the show.
Oh yeah.
I gotta get going.
Okay.
So sorry.
Thanks for hanging out.
I can't stay and talk longer.
Oh, you're fine.
Definitely would like
Is
to
it
do
because
this
of
again.
me? Political
No,
talk?
no,
Is it because of
it's
me?
going on at home that I gotta.
He had a knock at the door and he's
so.
got stuff to do. Responsibilities,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, responsibilities. So, all right.
All
Well, again, thanks.
Yep. You take it easy.
Have a nice night.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Peace.
And now we have retard on the channel. I see.
Yeah. Sosa.
Also, may I introduce myself as Jimmy Neutron from Wish?
Epic.
There, I fixed your name for you.
Thank you.
All right. So, what do you guys want to talk about?
I don't know what you do.
Peabody, you're new into the chat here. What's going on? What's on your mind?
Well, I did just eat. Does anyone want to debate chicken?
Debate what?
Say chicken, so that's what's on my mind right now.
Chicken. What kind of chicken?
I think grilled. I'm not sure. I just got it in a wrap at McDonald's. It's pretty good.
You didn't go for the crispy. You went for the grill. I'm partial to crispy
Why
myself.
would you get? Why would you get grilled?
Now it's a debate. Okay, I got grilled because crispy hurts my stomach. I'm gonna get too addicted to crispy. Okay.
It's one of those problems of his people. It's a very, very weak stomach.
So basically, say there was a God. When God created the world, he was like, maybe we should make crispy to hurt human stomach. What was going on when he thought of that?
I think it's just you guys.
Probably. You know what just recently started making me not feel well is Taco Bell. Like I used to be able to eat Taco Bell all the time. And now I have it and I'm like I don't know if they changed something or what, but like in like the last like a year I just haven't been able to eat Taco Bell. It's weird.
I used to eat it like a lot, like maybe on an unhealthy basis, but I never got my stomach hurt. But only recently has it really been hurting every time I've had it.
Hmm.
Oh. Blizzard's making fun of his
Barry.
prime in the
Who's
chat.
Barry?
Barry? Here's Barry. Barry's
Oh,
my my stuffed animal for my daughter's stuffed animal.
See the resemblance.
Yeah. It's the Biggs and Barry show.
Ha.
The most fake laugh I've ever heard, Sessa.
Oh.
That's what ha. Like yeah.
Opinions on the Netherlands. What do you mean?
Fuck up, Peabody.
So somebody in chat, Vapor Knight said opinions on the Netherlands. Is something going on in the Netherlands?
What happened in the Netherlands?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out.
Sure, am I right? Hold on. I don't want to sound like an idiot when I'm saying this, so I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, he says no.
Okay, so he just wants to know what we think.
Holland in the Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So basically, all I know about the Holland is that prostitution is legal. That is the only thing I know about Holland.
So I've been to Amsterdam. Not Amsterdam. I've been to the Netherlands, not Amsterdam, but I thought it was very nice. It was awesome. I enjoyed it a lot. We stayed with host families when I was in high school, and it was pretty cool.
I like just like looking at your screen. I'm on your Twitch and I'm looking at your screen, and it just has the number 1 as one of the servers you're in.
Yeah, that's my server.
Really, your server?
It's like it doesn't have anything. I've never done anything with it.
That server I've ever seen in my life.
What? I don't ever use it. I just use other people's that they make, and then it's fine.
Some of these servers are very impressive to me. I don't know if you've ever been to my server. My server is not like so big or anything like that.
Number one, it's the best server. Yes, I love it. So, anyways, Peabody, what else is up? Come on, I know you got something to say.
Oh my god, I did the best exit from American Octagon I've ever done in my life.
Oh
yesterday.
yeah.
So basically, at the end I just started spitting out like pure capitalist nonsense. At the end, I was like, okay, before I go, let's get rid of antitrust laws. Let's privatize
Oh
the
yeah,
postal service,
I was
and
in
then
there
he
for that.
just kicked me out.
Yeah, I was there for that. That was pretty funny.
That was the best exit I've ever done in my life. Well, it wasn't really an exit. They just kind of kicked me.
All right, Biggs, I'm gonna go, bro.
All right.
Hold
See,
on. Sosa, is it because of me?
Yes,
No,
yes, it's because of
not.
you.
Can we debate manure, Sosa? You know you always hear about the manure conversation.
Why? I don't want to talk about manure. Come on, bro.
If manure is a nice name, Biggs.
What was that?
We're debating over if manure is a really beautiful name.
Debating if
Maddie.
manure is a what? No, are you trying to play a George Costanza?
No. Oh yes. I have been. I'm obsessed with Seinfeld, but I've
Oh, I
been
love Seinfeld.
arguing on his points about manure for the past 2 weeks.
That's
All I've
amazing.
been talking about.
So, win me over.
But, so basically, think about it as like a perfume brand. Okay, think about it like or by Brandy Melville. That sounds so nice if you say it in like a French or accent or an Italian accent. It sounds so beautiful.
Okay.
Just like separate the word manure from horseshit. Please do that.
What if I like horse shit?
That also backs up my point.
I like the smell of horse shit.
Literally just proving my point.
Sorry about that. I had to go talk to Zach for a second.
Oh yeah, how's he doing,
He's good. He had talk with
Josie?
on trans issues, and he did really, really well. I went and praised him for how well he did. He made some really good
Awesome.
points. Barry's in the stream.
Oh yeah.
Barry.
Literally in my server, and she does nothing. I don't know who Josie is.
She's
Probably because she doesn't like
she's a
you.
pretty good. She's a pretty good like trans like
Activist.
activist.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one
She's
of the
pretty
better ones.
based.
Yeah, I like her. I've talked to her
Much
several
better than
times.
some of the other combative ones that we have around.
Josie's in
Truly, yeah,
Alexa.
like
Josie's
So
in my
there's like,
server. Awesome. Biggs is in it, and I'll make you mod and Dylan. Come on, join back.
no, I'm not joining your server.
I'll make you mod and Dylan's. He literally has
don't-
like now 34, 40 people.
I don't care about Dylan's.
I
That was a
do.
nice guy.
I love Dylan.
I mean, I like Dylan too. I mean, I invited
He's
him
my
to the server.
bestie, best friend ever.
Oh, well, I see. I've been replaced, huh? See, yeah, it fucking is. It's the real controversy here. Fuck this prime case stuff. Real controversy is the betrayal from Biggs. That's the betrayal right here. Controversy.
I'm
flip
sorry.
It, flip it, ship it.
Oh yeah. So what I was gonna say though is like I always find there's like, and again maybe you can back this up or completely wreck me. So there's like two distinct archetypes of Twitch trans activists. There's the super crass combative like screeching, types, and then there's the very subdued, cozy, wonderful, like love everybody types.
Mainstream, I'll agree with this. As a whole, I will disagree. I think the people who get the largest viewers, yes, that's true. Because like you can see people like Demon Mama, who's really
Yeah.
combative, really aggressive, just overall dick. And you can see someone like that and then you can look at someone like Josie, or you look at someone like you look at several people that are really nice, and like they get heated like anyone else does, but overall very nice, very well spoken, very well educated on this stuff. If you look at someone like Samantha Lux, kind of runs around the same thing. You look at people like Blair White, who is just a bigot, and just rambles on about stupid things. If you look
But
more
she's
like
hot.
well, honestly, if you
That's the
here's
only
whole thing,
reason why people like her.
no, the
Honestly.
reason they like her is she appeals to. So, she used to be like I would consider her kind of like a center left, right? Like 2018, she started to get a lot of Republican supporters, and all of a sudden, Trump's the best president ever. best. Love Trump. It's great. Trans people don't need a military. Don't get transition. Like all of a sudden, she just 180 every single one of her views to just appeal to an audience.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'll agree with you as far as on the mainstream platform. Yeah. I mean, if I streamed, then who knows? I would be better off than all of them.
You need to.
I just where I live, my internet's so bad.
Get better
Streaming,
internet.
It's always better. From my experience, it's always better to keep your camera on, Alexa, when you stream.
Negative. First problem was turning the camera on.
People tend to prefer watching it.
Well, I don't stream, so I don't care. Well, fuck your viewers. Fuck the people watching. Go home. Don't care. Fuck you.
Bait. I have not much to say after that.
So, Biggs, do you have any topic?
Not really. I'm
Manure.
No, we're not talking about
He has a
manure.
Big. I am so depressed now.
Why?
He's depressed because Peabody server is about to be deleted in like 3 days.
Why?
Why would it be deleted?
Oh, who knows?
He's a good boy.
Is he? Is he really? Do you actually know that?
I thought so.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How old are you, Peabody? 14?
15.
15?
10.
He's old enough to face his consequences. So
Yeah, you were close.
I don't really care. It's a
Vapornoid.
Discord server.
now you face punishment, judgment
Let's see.
on the judge, jury, and the executioner. Biggs, this
wait.
is a really boring stream. You need to,
Alexa
like,
gonna come into my server.
Oh, I'm
and
playing
mute.
Diablo as well,
Oh
so at
my
least I got that going on.
what, Peabody?
Oh, wait a minute. Alexa to nuke my server in 3 days?
Dun, dun, dun.
I gotta ban you. Yeah, how do I ban someone who's not in my server?
I have to get like autos. Oh, who am I getting things back?
Out.
Bunch of people will leave my server.
That costs too much.
All pretty reasonable.
Baiting.
Look at what computer.
Take
Carnage just
care,
posted in
Vapornoid.
general.
What'd you say?
Look at what Carnage posted in general. He tagged me on it. That shit's funny. Hold on.
Is that your unicorn fox thing?
Yeah.
This is violence.
It's perfect. It's got Star Wars music, furry, gay, trans. It's just me. Fucking perfect.
All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna go get another beer. Go to the bathroom. I'll be back. I might hop up into the other channel. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking about doing.
All right, I'll be back in a little bit.
I'm gonna go, but
All
see ya,
right,
Biggs.
peace.
All that stuff. Wasn't there a whole tweet there?
Yeah, I actually I posted that on Twitter. Let me see. I posted that on Twitter. His post. He said it, quote unquote, it's hard to believe it has to be said, but
Bring it up
unlike
on
this
stream.
president, I'll do my job and take responsibility, and I won't blame others. And I'll
Sure.
never forget the job isn't about me; it's about you. So you're not going to blame others, Mr. President. Now you're not going to blame
Can
others.
you bring that up on stream so people can see that?
Yeah. Here. Here you go, guys. So here's his tweet. Right. It's probably really hard to see. Let me move to this. There's his tweet. It's hard to believe this has to be said, but unlike this president, I'll do my job and take responsibility, and I won't blame others, and I'll never forget about the job. It isn't about me, it's about you. That's what he said.
Calling bullshit on that right now.
And I quote tweeted it, and I want you guys to hear something. So, in reference to Biden, it's hard to believe this has to be said, but unlike this president, the job of Twitch affiliate isn't about me, it's about you. All right? The job of Twitch affiliate is not about me, but it's about you guys. All right? You guys support me through all this stuff. You guys do all kinds of good stuff. So, I want to let you guys know that this isn't about me, it's about you. Made possible because of viewers like you. Oh crap. Oh, I don't even know if I want to watch the rest of this, to be 100% honest, but I
Well,
probably should.
Biden, I checked today. I've been checking every day. Biden's approval rating has fallen down to 46%. And I assume that will continue to drop.
Hey, we should post that so Doom can see that.
Oh yeah, I know. He was the one saying a few months ago, "Ah, Biden's approval will never fall."
Okay, so
You
I'm not going to
know,
watch the rest of Biden's
You
the
know
rest
how
of
the
Biden's
rest is
statement.
gonna go. You
I
know
already know
how
how
it's gonna go. He's just gonna deflect the blame to everybody else.
Yeah, I already know. I
it
already
ain't
know how the
going
rest is
up.
gonna go. Give me 1 sec, guys. I already know how the rest is gonna go. The rest is gonna go is he's gonna blame everybody else but him. He's not the one that made the mistake. Everyone else is, include all the previous presidents. I wonder if he includes Buddy Obama in there. But yeah, he made the awful decision. So here's how the pullout should have looked like. Now close your eyes and envision this with me. Here's how the pullout should have looked like. The pullout should have looked like. First, we take out our allies, the people that helped the United States during war. They'd go out first. That way we can make sure that they get out safely. Second, we send our intelligence, most of our equipment back. We keep the military there to make sure everything's still safe, but we send our intelligence and most of our equipment back. Then we send the contractors back. So that's the civilians that work for the military but aren't military personnel. And the last thing to leave, and sorry, when we send our contractors back, we also send the people who are working in embassy back. And the last thing to leave is the soldiers to make sure that everything is protected until that point, and then these soldiers leave. But not all the soldiers. We should leave behind a controlled number of special ops to help the government and the military of the nation defend themselves against the Taliban.
And we also
Almost
take
none of that
home
was
all
done.
the weapons and equipment and intelligence that we would have left there. I'm not sure if you said that, but
Yeah,
we also take that home,
that's the
obviously.
second thing to leave. Yeah. But anyways, I assume you're providing. Yeah, immigrant status should be provided for interpreters for people who helped us inside the Middle East. Immigration status should be given freely. So yeah, that's what I would say, Crafter. But Crafter Lula, join the Discord. Join. Give me 1 second, guys. Crafter Lula, join the Discord. And I would be willing to have that conversation with you now. I know you've been wanting to talk about it. So before we go too much further down the line, I think Crafter Lula is wanting to have a conversation with me. So let me get an invite link out to Crafter Lula, and we can have a little one-on-one conversation if you guys don't mind being quiet for that one. And then oh, you got it? Okay, so go ahead and join the Discord, and as soon as I see your name, I'll give you the role. Let's see. I don't see you.
So just one thing I'd like to add to that, it's an important fact. The 200,000 people they're bringing over, they're predominantly dropping them off in Texas and Wisconsin.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, remember, guys, Joe Biden called Afghanistan one of the most well-equipped professional armies,
Okay.
in the area. And
Oh,
now,
I see you.
assuming he's right, guess what? Now all the Taliban has all of that equipment, all those weapons, all that shit. And
They
good for
have
the
over
believe this or
specifically
not.
they have over $8 billion in U.S. equipment. They've
Yeah,
seized everything from
exactly.
Okay.
MRAPs to Predator drones. They
And
have
Okay,
let
guys.
me say
Predator
one more thing,
Hey,
Zach.
guys.
Let me say
Yeah.
one more thing. Did you Al Qaeda, which has obviously rolled back in, is stronger now.
I will say this: Zach did really well having his trans discussion. I think he made some really good points, and he listened really well, and he actually like changed some of his points that he has in the past that he's been pretty affirmative on.
Really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I think it was overall a really good discussion. I even applauded him for it, saying, "Hey, that was really good. I'm actually happy." And I said, "You did really good in that one."
Hog.
I told him, I
Tell you
literally
what.
told him, I was like, "I don't want to strangle you after this one."
You still
drag-
do, but not as much.
Yeah, he's becoming more and more
It's-
centrist. Just give us some time.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care if like you're not okay with certain aspects of it, but just like some of the things that he used to say, like blatantly, like you're not happier after transition. It's like, what? Like, there's nothing that backs that up. Nothing. There's this claim that like the suicide rate goes up. There's people who limit claim that suicide rates go up amongst trans people after transition, and that's just I don't know where they find that.
Well, that's not fun.
Like, I don't know what world they made that up in.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's just not true.
Mm-hmm. What's cool that he's changing his positions.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely really good as far as I go. She's one of the better ones. I've talked to her several times. She's really intelligent.
She's
Very
one of the good ones, am I right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, sadly, the ones who get platformed are usually not great.
Yeah, that's probably
There
fair.
are a lot of like trans people and trans activists that are like really good and very intelligent, but they don't get platformed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Because people just love the screaming people.
Yeah.
You know,
Like people
so.
like, in my personal opinion, if it was up to me, I wouldn't platform people like Demon Mom and stuff. I'd make sure they would like stay down because
Yeah.
like I don't want people like that. I would bring people like Samantha Lux and stuff, and I would give them more because they're like way fucking smarter. Like
Mhm.
they actually like will read into things. They'll actually like fully explain reasons behind stuff. They'll defend their points, and they're like they're not mean about it.
Yeah.
You need a little mean sometimes.
Well, like it's fine to be aggressive, but like just screaming and fucking going ballistic over every little thing.
I mean,
It's just
Samantha's aggressive, but she's able to debate it. You know.
okay. Samantha's not a great debater.
Okay, she actually disagrees with you on like she's a trans medicalist, so she's actually like objectively wrong, but still, like.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I'm well aware.
Yeah.
It's like we heard talked about once. Is like neither one of us like we both kind of like each other, but also kind of hate each other.
Yeah, that's funny. Like yin and
Because
yang.
like she gets on my nerves, and I get on her nerves because she makes points that are just dumb, and then she thinks I make points that are dumb, and neither of us will then.
Everybody makes
slowly-
points that are dumb. Yay!
Yeah, it's just like me and her just go in a roundabout for an hour. We're not going to get anywhere. Because her
It's
point
a roundabout. Make you out and out. Hell yeah. Clock Eye knows what's up.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I mean, maybe she's not a great debater. I've never really debated her. She's
just
extremely
not-
charismatic. She's quick-witted,
saying-
right? And that's pretty
If
beneficial
I'm
in
saying
debates.
objectively, like from what I've seen in her other debates, she's actually not a great debater. She makes okay points. She's really aggressive, and she doesn't really engage in debates. Really, she more engages into making points, and then if you deny the point, she goes, "You're an idiot." That's kind of it. And she won't usually explain why you're an idiot. It's just you're an idiot.
But she does it so well that people just fall in line with it. It's hilarious.
Well, the
every
reason
time.
Samantha even gets on anything is that she's really computer savvy, and then has a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Like she probably has more money than everybody in this server put together.
Yeah, for sure.
Like-
You're probably right. Aside from Fallen Or, maybe, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm sure she probably stomples him even.
Yeah, maybe.
Like her, like I forgot her like net worth is like it's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
because
surprising. She's a pretty
her
successful
business has like a
bakery,
lot
right?
of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's cool. Have you guys
Because like
been?
they ship like without the world. Like she has businesses like Europe and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has like a home
So
over in France, right? That's what she says all the
yeah,
time.
yeah, she's got like 3 houses, I think.
Jeez.
Yeah, so yeah, she's
I
got
want 3
just,
houses.
Yeah, I know, right?
yeah.
I
Like
want to be able to
Follower
move to
has
France
money.
whenever I want
Like
to.
Me,
I
stress,
will Follower. Follower
homeless.
definitely does well.
True.
Yeah.
Like we don't have a fucking
Follower does
chance at
well, but
owning
I
a
don't think
house.
he does as well as he boasts about.
What?
I think Follower does fairly well, but I don't think he does as well as we would like him to believe he does.
I mean, maybe. I guess we just don't know.
Well, because like one time when we were here, he was like showing numbers and like his like average, like monthly average of what he was making, and he was like, "I have 8. This is the 8." And I was looking, and I was like, "That's good. It's like average. It's not bad."
What is it like? You said, so like his income's average. So you're saying like 70K, or you're saying like
I
average
don't remember.
for a business?
I remember. Yeah, I don't. I just remember that like for his area, he was doing like a little bit better than average.
I gotcha. He also apparently owns some Bitcoin and shit like that, but I have no fucking clue. Right? Everybody talks up their net worth.
I don't know about his personal investments.
Yeah, that's fair.
Clock Eye's worth billions. He just doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah, seriously, Clock Guy is one of those, like
He's
one
like
of
a
those,
billionaire,
Yeah, I'm just a tech billionaire.
philanthropist,
I
and
created
like
a
this
fucking
last
app
2 years,
where
he's
you
like,
can
I'm
build
gonna
like
I'm gonna
cats.
befriend a bunch of losers on the internet and make them feel
Absolutely.
happy.
Clock Guy is that guy. No, he's that guy who lived in like Silicon Valley for like 2 years when like Bitcoin first started, and he's like one of the youngest like billionaires to ever live.
Man, I wish.
he said-
My brother was into Bitcoin a shit ton, and he made some money off of it. And then it got hacked, and he lost.
Yeah, no, he was like this guy was
Mount
like
Gox,
16
baby.
years old and was like he had like a net worth of like $130 million in like under like a few months, and then after like a year and a half of living in Silicon Valley, he was like 17 and was worth well over like 1.8 billion.
You're making me jealous of myself right now. I wish I was that. If only. Oh man.
Like,
that's
imagine
the
being a
dream.
billionaire. Like, if you're a billionaire, you could literally every single day of your life could go to the toilet and throw $1,000 down the toilet, and you would be fine.
I don't even want that. I just want to eat Uber Eats all day. I just want to be able to afford Uber Eats every day. You know?
I honestly just want shelter and running water.
Aww.
Melly. Melly, wait.
That makes
you're
it
not
sound like you
homeless,
don't
are you?
have shelter and running water
Melly,
right now.
You're not homeless, are you, Melly? Are you good?
No.
Come on, there's no way Melly's homeless.
You're not
I'm
homeless?
not
Okay.
homeless.
Okay.
You guys
Honestly, Melody,
know where my
honestly-
room is. The fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like recently, like you got kicked out or some shit because you got a job
I
at
was
Twin
saying,
Peaks.
Melly, listen, I'll come down and pick you up, and you can stay with us.
I don't know. Just concerned.
Yo,
I mean, like,
you're right.
you're like, oh yeah, I don't have running water.
You're
Like,
out of
what the fuck?
you're out of
Like,
your mind if you
You're-
think I would have told my parents.
The retreat
all
of
they
Soviet
know,
military power
I'm
from
working somewhere
Afghanistan
else.
is
Wait, what do
complete.
they think that fucking poll is?
But if you
Did they-
close
did they not
your
care about that?
So, I have an idea then. So, if Clock Eye is willing to do that for Melly, so when I decide to move out, but I can't really, I'm like, oh, Clock, I just happen to be homeless. You got a place for me?
Yeah, right. If I ever become homeless, I'm coming to one of y'all's crib.
Well, I mean, you can stay where I am right now. I mean,
Don't worry, I'll set up.
What are you talking about? Alexa's like one step away from homeless, probably.
I don't. No comment.
I'm sorry.
No comment.
Oh,
I'm gonna move into Big's house. I'm gonna take his wife's place, and he won't even know.
That's fine.
Oh my god.
We got plenty of room.
You guys are.
As soon as we finish the basement, you can just come on in. All we really need is put a redo the bathroom down here. There's like one of those like pedestal toilets down here, but there's like no like shower or anything.
basement life.
You got the toilet water, you know? Toss
Yeah.
some fucking shampoo in there, splash it
Oh,
up.
there's a utility sink too. So yeah, so you can just take baths on
Yeah,
that.
it's like I get really thirsty. He's like, "Can I have a bottle of water?" You have the toilet.
Yeah, it's like my parents. Like if you're outside, like you have to drink water. Nope, just get the hose.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I probably got so much
Get
lead
that good
poisoning as a kid
iron,
because of that.
okay? Get that good iron.
Yeah,
It's
iron and
lead.
fucking rust. Yeah, lead.
Yeah,
All the good shit.
zinc.
All your necessary nutrients, you know.
Yeah, get that zinc, iron, and lead.
Iron
You're good
oxide
to
and
go.
lead. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's nothing more refreshing than fucking hose water on a hot summer day. I don't know
Just
what
make
it
sure you let
is.
it run for a bit first.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it like
Nothing
at the
like
very
getting
beginning.
fucking scalded by a
Yeah.
fucking.
Oh, true. Yeah.
No, what I like doing is as soon as I turn it on, I stick it right in my mouth. That way, if there's any
That's what
bugs
she
in
said.
it, extra nutrients.
Yeah.
Extra nutrients.
Absolutely. Oh, and lucky day, like when a frog's stuck in there, you know? Ooh, buddy. A little crunch. Mmm.
Frog legs are fucking gross. I'm just gonna say that.
Frog
Like they're
legs?
disgusting.
I've had them
I hate
before. I thought they were pretty okay.
God, I hate them. They're so chewy and bland.
They're just not enough to make it worthwhile.
Yeah.
That's probably fair.
I went to it was it I think it was like a suki restaurant once, and like they had like frog it's like got frog legs and like sesame chicken and some egg rolls and like all sorts of stuff.
Oh man,
And I
stop
was
talking like
frog
that.
legs.
You're making me hungry.
And then I bit into the frog leg and I was just like chewing bubble gum. Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't had them in a while, so maybe I'm wrong. But I mean, they're
Yeah, you
ethically
are wrong.
sourced
Don't
usually.
worry, you are wrong,
Usually they're
frog
like
guy. Don't worry.
usually they're like from invasive species. And they fucking like kill them with like carbon monoxide or whatever the fuck. Just
We
go on
we
pick
kill
'em
the
up.
ones that we turn gay.
Oh yeah, there you go. Gotta prevent it from spreading somehow. Yeah, Sam.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. It's wild actually. Whenever I was gonna dissect a frog in fucking middle school, they
I did
fucking
that too.
yeah. Well, I was going to. I fucking missed the day. But apparently, like that's
No.
yeah. I know. It's really sad. I never dissected anything. I don't think. There was like some kid that like ate a piece of like pig heart or some shit like that. Whenever I missed a day too, like they were doing some dissections on some like pig heart that was soaked
You
in
never did fetal
formaldehyde.
pigs? I did fetal pigs.
Not fetal pigs. Damn, no, it's just
Yeah, we
like
did fetal
a
pigs in
fucking
high school in
heart.
anatomy.
Dang.
I
Yeah,
did sharks, little
Yeah,
baby
I missed
sharks.
that day too.
Yeah,
I'm
some
so
areas
sad.
do horses. Yeah, some areas do horses and shit.
Horses?
Yeah.
You're
There's
gonna
some areas,
dissect
like,
horses?
yeah, there was one area in Alabama where they do like horses and shit.
What?
Yeah.
It's weird.
This is America.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like, if they're dead, I mean, I guess, but like, what? It's like,
Yeah, they
the
were
thing-
dead once they put a buckshot in its head.
Jesus. Yeah, the shit I'm used to is like they'll give like tiny little animals, little dead animals out to each kid,
so
or
the
like
whole thing,
in
like,
groups.
so here's the funny thing about Texas. I'm somewhat memeing and somewhat serious. Is Texas used to be like this most like religiously like red state that was like so like predominantly like ignorant and like never changed.
Yeah,
stuff like
brother. Yeah.
that. And then like you kind of see like a dramatic change in like around like 2010, and then all of a sudden all the Mexicans are like, we're taking over.
Of Obama, that's what it was.
Yeah, so it was all a conspiracy, right?
Yep.
and like this is the part where I'm kind of serious. I'm kind of beaming. It's like all of a sudden it just started becoming more blue and blue. By like it's estimated by like 2032 it'll be like a complete blue state.
Yeah. I don't think it's the Mexicans. I think it's just like metropolitan areas are growing so
Well,
much.
so okay, so it's the Mexicans, but so like it's kind of like a chain reaction here. So large amounts of Mexican immigrants start flooding in, and Texas is one of the largest places that was homing these people, which then led to more other types of immigrants and other cultures now being brought in as well. So it's kind of like a chain reaction to one. So it's like it starts here and then it has a chain reaction to that.
Yeah, that's possible for sure.
I mean, overall, Texas crime went down like a few years ago.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, outside of like El Paso and like the really, really fucking bad places, the
Yeah.
overall crime in Texas has went down like the past 5 years. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like a trend carrying across the United States, right? Generally, people are getting a little bit less violent.
certain areas are getting worse. Like DC
Yeah, but on
is seeing a
average,
higher crime rate than ever before. DC just passed per capita murders than Chicago.
Really?
Yes,
DC?
yeah, DC right now is worse than Chicago.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Didn't realize that.
and
You're
so there's Mel. Mel, you're muted, by the way.
Oh, I said you're.
Yeah, DC. Florida is seeing a higher crime rate since like 2019. They've seen a higher crime rate. Tennessee's also seen a higher crime rate, and I think California's also seen a higher crime rate. So it's kind of like just switching out in a way. It's like some areas that had lower crime rates are getting higher, and some that have higher are going lower. It's kind of weird.
I mean, I think it might just be like people moving to like denser population areas. Is that what it's?
screw
Yeah.
dense populations.
Well, I mean, like we see
They're
a
the
lower
worst.
crime rate in Alabama, but there's also a record number of people moving out of Alabama, so that would see that. And then there's a record number of people moving into Tennessee, and all of a sudden Tennessee has a higher crime rate. So. Louisiana has seen a drop in crime since 2019. I'm looking at a chart now.
All I know is Florida's crazy.
It's getting crazier.
Yeah.
I think it's just because Mela's there.
Yes.
Everybody's crazy because of her.
I mean,
Shit.
kind of based.
Nah, Florida's been crazy before me. It molded me, so I'm just a byproduct.
You were made in Florida. You have
Yeah.
literally a stamp on her ass that just
Not
says
proud
made
of
in
it.
Florida.
Right? There should be.
All right, I'll come meet you. I'll bring the fucking iron.
Iron?
Yeah, brands. You know, like the kettle things.
I thought we were
It's-
talking tattoo, not.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, if you want to get a tattoo on your own, I'll go with you and hold your hand.
Dude. You all have any
Thank
tattoos?
you, Alexa.
No,
No,
I
I don't
do.
have any.
No? Oh, you do this?
Yeah.
What, you got a tramp stamp?
No.
What you got?
What do you
I
got?
got two tattoos on my on each of my calves.
Oh.
All right, let's see them.
Yeah, show off those ripped calves. See 'em.
I don't really wanna. I don't wanna.
You don't have to.
It's more of
Yeah,
like
no.
it's
Show
more
it-
of
show
like
us
in
what it
order
is.
to show you, I either have to move my camera and like have to mess with that
Yeah,
mess,
or like hold your legs
or
up.
hold my leg up and probably
Oh,
fall out of my
leg
computer
up.
chair or something.
Look, these both sound like personal issues that you need to deal with because I want to see this. So
I'll take a picture of them and put them on
My room's a
the
fucking
thing.
mess.
Okay.
I don't see it. You got like one thing on the floor
Good.
back there. That's like it.
it's like one single thing falling. God damn it! I can't do this.
What do you mean?
God damn
You
it.
It's
got to
not
be
bad.
here.
It just looks like a bunch of
Okay.
carpet stains. That's all it looks like to me. But I think
Carpet
it's just because the way
It's
the
just
carpets.
the
Yeah, I know.
carpet.
No,
Look,
it's
watch.
just her.
It'll disappear.
I know. You just rub
It's
it
her
the other way.
fucking
It's
Yeah.
like it doesn't disappear. Let's try this one.
Yeah, I see it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out about your room
No, it's
room
fine.
cleanliness insecurities.
See, I think it worked. I don't know.
See, her dog's taking a piss right there. You see?
Those are carpet stains, and what's those carpet stains made out of?
And you see your dog. That's a cute dog.
You can't really see him, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of dark. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a new carpet, so.
But Melly, what are those stains really made out of, huh? Who's been having over?
Shit. I wish. I wish. Let me write something.
It's like I need
Yo, we need
help.
to. Yeah, true. Help. There's somebody with a gun.
Can't
Yeah.
really see it.
Help
Alright.
me. Help
It's like
me.
that one person that like did the food ASMR and they thought it was like being held hostage or something.
Wait, what?
Did you hear about that? Like it
What
was
the
some like
fuck?
yeah, it was some weird like she like did like a bunch of like eating ASMR and then like people started to think because she like was being like forced to eat all this stuff and like all kinds of weird things.
What the
It was
fuck?
crazy.
So she was like being held hostage and like forced to
Yeah,
eat.
well, that's what they thought, but like nobody really
Whoa.
knew.
Crazy.
And it was like
That's
all kinds of like
Then she just like
conspiracies.
disappeared or what or some shit, or
I'll look it
like.
up. Hold on.
I mean,
After I
there
finish
were
this
those
rift, I'll look it up.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
there were those kids. This was in like I think Texas actually. There was like a group of kids that did a YouTube channel, and they were in like a huge like sex trafficking business, and like they were using the YouTube channel as a front to make money. It had like millions and millions of subscribers, and turned out the kids were part of like sex trades and stuff.
Yo, what the
And
fuck?
so like there would be
Oh
like all
no.
sorts of like yeah, there would be like all sorts of like new kids on the channel, because they were constantly
Ah,
siphoning them out, and selling them.
what?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, it was really bad.
When the
Yeah, that
fuck
is
was
pretty
this?
bad.
This was a long time. That was like 2013.
2013.
God
That was a
damn.
Wow.
while.
Like, if you're in like the child trafficking ring, like I don't think like broadcasting it to YouTube is the best
No,
idea.
so here was the thing. So like they would have the kids like do like games and stuff, and turns out it had like a giant like following of like pedophiles and stuff. So it was even
Fuck.
bigger than you even imagine. So take aside the sex trafficking part, you then have a whole group of people who are just pedophiles paying
That's
hundreds of dollars
Fucked up.
to watch, thousands of dollars even, to go and look at these kids. So then when the FBI, it took like the FBI like 3 years to crack this whole thing down.
All right, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm actually pretty tired and I gotta work in the morning. But thanks for hanging out. It wasn't quite what I was hoping for tonight. I was hoping for some more people to chat, but maybe I'll be a little more organized next time and not have such a impromptu panel or something like that. So thanks for hanging out, and you all have a great night. Peace.